Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how I made this card. Now this is the card that I was talking about a week or so ago. This was one that I saw online and I thought it was something else, which is why you ended up with the trio of shapes card and the other card that I did. So this is a triple floating diamond card. You'll see in a minute why it's called that. And this is the one that I saw on Scrimping Mummy's YouTube channel. And I just really loved it. I thought she'd done a really good job and I just really loved it. And I thought, yes, I have to make that card. So this is the one I've done. I've obviously used I say obviously, because all my cards at the moment use these papers. These are the Paper Boutique Blooming Beautiful papers. Now, I've gone a bit heavy. This is quite thick, but my backing card is about 240 GSM. Then the matte card is about 200, as is this. So you've got like 200, 200, 240, and then you've got all the layers. So you kind of probably want to go a bit thinner than this. But when you open it up, you get this lovely, beautiful triple diamond effect. And you could even have it like, you know, overlaid like that. Or you could have it overlaid like that. Or you can have it overlaid like that. When you display it either way, and that's what it looks like from the top. But yeah, it's just really nice card. I think I really like it. I love the way it stands up, and I love the way that it looks. So Scrimping Mummy actually did a version for A4 paper or card. So if you don't have 12x12s and you've only got A4, head over to her channel to see the A4 measurements. This one that I've done today is using a 12x12. And so all the measurements I've given are for 12x12. Okay, so hopefully you'll have a go. You've got lots of space to write. You can write in there. If you wanted to, you could even put a plain panel on the back and use that and write on there. So it's really up to you. But yeah, I hope you like it. So let's get into it. Okay, so with the 12x12, you need two pieces that are 6x12. So basically a 12x12 cut in half. And then you're going to score both of your pieces at 3 inches, at 6 inches, and at 9 inches. Okay, so that's the first one done. I'll do the other one. So once you've done your scoring, you want to take each piece and also like a craft mat or something, and you're going to make a mark along this short edge here, halfway at 3 inches, and you want to do the same at the bottom as well. Okay, and while I've got my pencil out, I'm going to do the same on this one. So you're going to mark along that edge at 3 inches and the same along the bottom. Okay, so once you've done that, take your craft knife, Stanley knife, whatever you're using, and you're going to basically cut off from that crease line to that mark and from that mark to the bottom of that crease line. And you're going to do that on top and bottom of both pieces. So I've done one piece and you want to do the same again on the other piece. So you should be left with a whole load of triangles. I'm going to do a card with these because I don't really like to waste, so I'm going to try and do a card with these, so stay tuned for that at another time. Okay, so you should end up with both your pieces looking like that. Okay, so you're going to go ahead now and fold and burnish your score line. So on all of them, you just want to do a mountain, then a valley, then a mountain. So you should end up with two pieces that look like that. Okay, so what we're going to need now is we're going to need some more base card. Now you need 3 squares that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so 3 squares, and these are basically going to go, one's going to go there, and then you're going to have one on this side and one in the middle. But we'll deal with that in a minute. I've just actually remembered that this one here, these two triangles here, actually need to be valleys. So you actually need a mountain, valley, valley. You don't want mountain, valley, mountain. So just remember these two inside ones need to be valleys. Okay, so you've got mountain, valley, valley, and then valley, valley, mountain, like that. Okay, so we're going to start by sticking the middle down first, because this will make sure the card is stuck together. So as I said, you need 3 squares that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. The first of those squares is going to go here in the middle. So if we just put those two together like that, this is going to go in the middle there, like that. Now, if, like mine, your point is just overlapping a little bit, you can trim it down a tiny bit, so it's maybe 4 1/8 by 4 1/8, or just even less than that, for, you know, in between 4 1/4 and 4 1/8. If yours is just, because mine is just a little bit, it's just a little bit too big, so I'm just going to give mine a quick trim down. So I've actually trimmed mine down so it's 4 3/16, so it's literally in between, as I said, 4 1/8 and 4 1/4. And now it does fit nicely. So if I put those two together like that and put this on the top like that, you see how it's, I mean, you can see a little bit of what's behind, so maybe trimmed it a little bit too much. It's a very, very small border, but it doesn't offend me that much. I think I'd rather have it like that than have it too big and squashing the corners. And also, because this is the center one, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't bother me that much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead out and stick this down. So a little trick I think that might work. Actually, no, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it, I think. So let me just go ahead and put some glue on the back of my square. Now you can use tape, you can use glue. You want something that's going to be quite, you know, well stuck, because this is kind of the bit that holds the whole thing together. So you do really need to make sure it's definitely going to be stuck down. So I'm going to put these two together, butt them right up against each other like that, and then stick this into place. Now if you use Yoo-hoo or wet glue like I am, you've got a little bit of wiggle room, which is why I use the glue. Otherwise I would probably go ahead and use a red tape, but you really do need a little bit of wiggle room. So there's that stuck down there like that. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry for a second. If we flip it over, you can see it's nicely butted up against each other. A bit of glue coming out, but that's fine, we can clear that up. And it is at the back anyway. Okay, so that's stuck down. So then your other 2 squares that you've got, so here are the other 2 squares. These are going to go, one's going to go here, and one is going to go on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and put some glue onto this triangle here. And again, either glue, or I would probably use red tape. I think that normal double-sided tape might not be strong enough. You want something, you know, quite reasonable for this. So that's that stuck down. And we're going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. Okay, so you should end up with that when it's all opened up. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead now is I'm going to go and stick these panels on next. So you're going to need, in total, you're going to need 6 patterns and 6 mats. Now I've done 2 of one colour and 2 of another. So these are my mats. I've gone for this kind of pearlescent, iridescent, I don't know what you call it. This was actually out of the Trimcraft Chasing Rainbows pack. That's what I used for this. And then this is obviously that Paper Boutique Blooming Beautiful pack that I showed you in a previous video. Love this pack, as you can tell, which is why I keep using it. I know some of you are struggling to get hold of it on Amazon. The link that I found, they only had a few in stock, so they're probably out of stock now. If I find another link, I will link it. I think Craft Stash do Paper Boutique, and I know Paper Boutique are available on quite a few other different places. So just have a look around. Just type in the Paper Boutique Blooming Beautiful. If the link doesn't work that's down below, then just type that into your, to Google or to whatever your search engine is, and hopefully it will come up with somewhere that sells it. So these polka dot ones I'm going to put on the inside. So these are going to go here, 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 and there. So they're all going to go on there. And these, I'm going to stick these down in a minute, and then they're going to go on the back. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead now. I'm going to stick the pattern onto the mat, because I did all of them bar these two. So I'm going to quickly do that now. Okay, so I've stuck those down. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to stick all these inside panels in first. I'm just going to fold these two back, and then we're going to stick all of these down. Okay, so I've stuck the panels down the middle there. So then I'm just going to turn it over. And basically these two end panels here, they're the ones that need the pattern on them. Now you won't see these a great deal, but you will see them when the card is shut. And you will see the sides of them when it's open. So that's why I'm concentrating on these panels. Okay, so I've stuck those down. So if I turn this over, this is how it folds up. So that's how it folds flat. So as you can see all of those panels, which is why we need to put stuff on it. And then obviously when it opens up, it's going to stand like that. And you can either have it standing like that, or you can have it standing like that, or you can have it standing a bit more open like that. It really is up to you. So we're going to go ahead now and stick down the front squares. So for the front squares, you need 3 matte squares that are 4x4, and these are going to go on these 3 here. And then you need either 3 pattern pieces that are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, or if you've got, like I have here, toppers, then you use those. And just, let's just find out which is the best way to put them on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and stick these down. So once you've stuck all your layers down, you should end up with that. So then we just need to work out where you want your greetings, really, and what you want for your greetings. I think that I would quite like that to be on the front. So I just need to work out. So I'm going to go ahead now and add a greeting, and then I will be back with you. Okay, so I've come across this stamp. I do like this stamp set. I bought this recently. It's a lawn fawn celebration one. I can't remember what it's called. Lawn fawn. I'll try and list it if I can. But it comes with the stamp set and the dies. The cutout. It's really good, really useful. So yes, this is have an awesome birthday. So I think I'm just going to put that straight in the middle. I was going to have it at the bottom, actually. Maybe at the bottom. Yeah, maybe at the bottom. So I'm just going to put it on pads, make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so I just went ahead and added a few little bits on. Just added a few little, I don't know if you can see. Can you see them just catching the light? A few little tiny little gem type things. They're actually tiny little stars that I got with my order from Lucy's shop. Lucy Abrams, she does all kinds of different gems and sequins and pearls and all sorts. And in with the order, the order I got, you get a little bag of just little bits and bobs, little freebies. And these little stars were in there, and they're just perfect for this because they don't add extra bulk to your card. They're nice and flat, but they just add a little bit extra sparkle. So yeah, so there we have it. There's the finished card. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And we will see you next time. Bye.